Welcome back to BitsBeTrippin. This is your host Carter. Let's get into this. What a pretty eventful last few days. EIP 1559 getting greenlit for the London upgrade. Vitalik asked him what it would take to speed up the ETH2O merger, and the crypto industry taking notice at Red Panda's suggestion of having miners point their hash rate for 51 hours to Ethermine pool as a show of force to raise awareness to the risk associated with the EIP 1559 on some scenarios that I had highlighted during the ETH Carter call earlier in the week. To say the least, the engagement's been pretty overwhelming. Now, all of that did not throw off BBT Todd and I on getting this RTX beast put together the last few evenings. This is a freshly built rig that will host a total of 14 RTX GPUs, ranging from a mix of Zotac Trinity Edition RTX 3090s, 3070s, and 3060 Ti's. Now, we've received 12 of the 14 cards for this build, and we're able to dial in some of the settings over the last few days on Ethereum and Ravencoin's Kapow algorithm. Once the rig gets the remaining 2 RTX 3070s added, it will bring the total to 14. We will do a future video including Conflux, Vertcoin, Beam, Grin, Ubik, and Feathercoin's NeoScript algorithm performance. But in this video, let's cover the build, design, power delivery, and overall ETH and RVN performance. The rig's constructed primarily of angled aluminum, measuring in at 45 inches long by 19 inches tall and a 20-inch depth. We added some additional rail strength for the risers to mount directly across the cross members to ensure the cards were very stable, and used the 1-inch square tubes, also in angled aluminum. The bottom structure was reinforced with 1 by 3-inch pine slats cut to fit within the 20-inch depth. The motherboard used here was the trusty Asus Prime B250 Mining Expert. That was paired up with a G3930 Celeron and 16 gigs of Crucial DDR4 memory. We used Gen 7 PCIe 6-pin risers with some 60-centimeter USB extension, given the larger case size. The power delivery was provided by 2 2400 Delta power supplies we purchased from Parallel Miner. Included within that is breakout boards with the PCI power cables for both the risers and the 12-volt rails. This rig at peak power has the ability to tap nearly an entire 30-amp 240 connection of 4800 watts of power capacity. In our testing, though, we only pushed a max of 2600 watts when performing various testing across algorithms, which was distributed across both units. Let's get on to the Ethereum performance. We aligned to a power optimized 953 megahash, just over 2300 watts, with the RTX 3090s rocking in at 115 megahash at 305 watts, and both 3070s and 3060 Ti's coming in at 61.5 megahash each at 130 watts. The settings for the RTX 3090s were negative 300 core, 2400 memory, and 305 power setting. The 3060 Ti's and 37s were both set to negative 500 core, 2500 memory, and 130 watts each, with a few of them set to 2300 memory speed, as they were showing some rejected shares when running the 2500 memory speed. The performance didn't stop at just Ethereum though. We did test this with Ravencoin. With regards to the settings for Raven, we pushed them back up to the core stock clock and 2200 memory, but left the same power settings at 305 for the RTX 3090 and 130 on the 3070, 3060 Ti combos. This resulted in a 366 megahash total Ravencoin performance on the Kapow algorithm, with only a slight increase of power usage up to 2450 watts full system. Bottom line, once we get the other two 3070s in this rig will be around 1 gigahash total Ethereum, or just 410 megahash on Raven if you're trying to measure the total yield performance. This will be a good addition to the farm as we wait for the NVIDIA and AMD's newest mining cards availability. We'll keep you guys informed when we find out more about those mining specific GPUs, and of course, we'll get you the latest info on that and testing. The next build is going to be focused on an AMD 6000 series with a 6x 6900 XT mining build. We have 5 of these cards so far, and we're able to do some limited testing, and we'll have that video out here pretty soon. While not really an NVIDIA competitor on mining on the memory hard algorithms, I am optimistic on the RDNA 2 architecture performance. Shines pretty heavy on the core heavy algorithms such as Ravencoin's, Kapow, and others. Stay tuned for that one. Now make sure you're following, subscribing, watching all the available social media sites like Twitter, as I like to frequently share info ahead of the live stream or video content on that. Thanks again for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.